lived experience is significant in the way I live my life, and also the way I make decisions and the way I see things. And as an example, I can remember as a child, there was supposed to be someone like a futurist, a predictor of the future, had been given credit, credence by the local media, perhaps the national media. There was no there was no Facebook at the time, or even MySpace. I mean, there were no cell phones. Okay, this wasn't there's in fact I don't believe there was an internet. In fact, I know there wasn't because I know that I was in grade 6 or 7, and yeah, there was no internet. So this guy says there's going to be an earthquake. Now, can you imagine, like in today's world, number one, someone predicting an earthquake and not being immediately shot down? Two, they said like they got the media to do it, and so now all these parents of kids, and look, if you're a parent, like your kid is, I mean, probably for 99% of parents, like don't mess with someone's kid. Like that's the one spot where it's not going to go well. You know, just not. So they said, "Hey, there's going to be this earthquake." And so school districts were like, "Oh, that's no good. We need a response plan." Even back then, you had these response plans. You know what the response plan was for a kid that goes to middle school in the suburbs, uh, and there's going to be an earthquake? Do you know what the response plan was? We got a bucket. We got a 5-gallon bucket, and in the bucket it had flares and rope. I don't know what flares and rope were going to do to help me through an earthquake. Okay, but that was the response. And look, those buckets stayed there the whole year and then disappeared because it didn't happen. We didn't have the earthquake. I don't. I mean, you can. I can go over to the middle school right now and I can guarantee you there's no buckets with flares and rope in them. But this was the response. This was how, and everyone just accepted that as totally fine. Seriously. Oh, we're gonna have an earthquake. Let's make sure every room is outfitted with flares and rope in a bucket. That's going to solve the problem. And so you should ask yourself as we go on, are any of these are any of these solutions that the experts provide any better than flares and rope in a bucket like what I saw when I was a kid?